Yeah, here we go. It's really exciting. Today's day one for us back in State Farm Center. So it's a first for a lot of our guys today, just practicing in here. Didn't realize that a couple of our guys had not been in here at all when their visits happened. The building was being tied up. So I'm very, very excited for that. It's gets to be a long preseason. It's exciting to have an opportunity to see somebody else. We're at that point. It's the dog days. They get to be quite long. As coaches, we're never very satisfied with timing and how that works out. The challenging thing tomorrow is we'll be without a group of guys that won't play. Obviously, Ty will not suit up. Andrei Stojakovic will not suit up. Thomas Love will not suit up. Mihajlo Petrovic will not suit up. So we'll be without four guys that fought injuries. Mihajlo has rolled his ankle in a pretty severe ankle injury. He's come back from that, and now he's tweaked a hamstring. His status is still in process, so very similar to what we went through with Tommy last year in our closed scrimmage last year with Butler. We didn't have Tommy, so we're going through the process of that as well. But he wouldn't have played due to injury. But great thing about that is freshmen are going to get a lot of minutes and get a lot of experience, and that'll be a great opportunity for those guys to shine and to play. So again, Illinois State, it's nice to have an in-state school. They have done an outstanding job there. Ryan has been phenomenal at building that program step by step. Obviously picked to win the league this year. They've done a great job with retention and keeping players and building into one of the top teams in the Missouri Valley. So we know we're going to get a great look. We know we're going to get challenged in a lot of different areas, and that's exactly what we need out of these exhibitions.
ISU announced this morning their two All-Valley guys are not playing, Walker and Kissinger. Were you hoping to be able to match up against those guys?
Oh, absolutely. It's disappointing. I'm sure they're probably saying the same thing about our guys not being able to go. But we have to understand it's an exhibition, and it's you're looking out for the long-term care of your program and your players in those. But two great players. Walker's a load at 275 pounds, and would have provided us with a look that we'll obviously see as we get into some real games. But again, it's disappointing, but I know he's very high on his freshman. He's got as we are, and a great opportunity for them to shine in a moment that they might not have had otherwise.
Other than Ty, do you feel like you'll have the other three guys ready for the regular season at this point?
It's to be determined. I think that there's, Thomas Love was, obviously a surgery with his tonsils. I think that one's moving. The other guys, I have no idea. It's basically, just continuing to go day by day, and we'll know from there.
Fans get to see Katon regular for the first time in a game. What are they going to see from him tomorrow?
I don't know. It's the beauty of freshmen, I think, is I think you'll see a very confident young man. I think you'll see a guy that'll have a tremendous amount of nerves. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I think you kind of go in with a lot of hope that there's a lot of positive. He carries over what he's done. But a very, very talented player. There's going to be ups and downs, as there are for every freshman. I'm excited for him. It's today's his first day in here, and he was one of the guys that had never seen the building before. So now he'll get to see it with the fans in it and experience that. So I'm excited for him.
There's some media guys thinking like someday he could be in the NBA. Like they're seeing a lot of potential from him. Is it exciting hearing that about a freshman with Katon?
Sure. I mean, you don't hide talent. We've got a lot of guys that have been in NBA guys, and that word travels pretty quick. But there's also a lot of season. You've got to go out and perform, and you've got to do it. I mean, as quickly as you gain it, it can slip if you don't perform. So we know what we have is a very talented young guy, and he's just got to continue to be Katon and grow and get better and keep eating and gaining weight, and then as the games come and the scouting approaches and is very different, we've got to be able to, as coaches and staff, help him navigate those situations.
Coach Crocker retool the defense. Is this a first chance to kind of roll that out and see what it looks like?
Yeah, it's not drastic. It's there are some changes. I think it's an opportunity for us to see, as I do it. Last year we played Ole Miss. I mean, let's find out where our base is. Let's find out what mistakes we're making. Are they mistakes that are from our base and our foundation, or are they mistakes because we haven't seen this or that? So I think it's a good opportunity, and we'll see guys in different positions. We're going to put a lot of new guys out there. So I expect there to be some mistakes, but the effort's got to be there, and the base foundation with which we've worked literally all summer on will be curious. I just don't want to make mistakes based on communication, based on the fundamental things we do every day that we have to do to be great, and we can build on those things. I think we got a chance to be very good defensively.
With Tommy out, are you excited to see Z filling in more or less?
I'm excited to see Z play whether we have Tommy or not. Tommy's a big part of everything we do. We probably miss Tommy more on the defensive side, just as he's a great communicator. Obviously, Z is a guy that is we're excited about. We've been excited about him. I think one of the big things is we got Tommy contacts. He can actually see now. So I think he plays with great confidence. He's been through this in the last couple of years. So I think we'll see a confident guy, and I'm just excited to see him in our uniform.
Still no clarity on this 5-to-play 5 thing. I mean, it seems like the NCAA has tabled it a little bit, maybe dragging the feet a little bit. You got recruits on campus. How's that impacting?
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's not going through till they tell me it is, and so I don't mess around with the unknown too much. I deal with the rules I've got today. I don't get too concerned with it. If I do, you'll drive yourself nuts because we don't have any rules. But we've got a great staff who does a great job. We've got some very talented people that want to come visit our campus, and we're excited about that. And they help us continue to keep growing our program.
At least from what you've seen in practice, compared to this time last year, would you say you're ahead, behind defensively this time of year?
We're probably ahead just because of the veterans. I think Kylan's one of the elite defenders. He sets a tone every day. But you get guys Jason Jackstis, you get guys AJ Red, you get guys Ben, Jake. They're all better. So they set a tone and a standard. And then I think the one thing that's been very pleasing for me is our freshmen aren't lost. Our freshmen are high IQ. They've got really good problem-solving abilities. So they've fit in very, very well in that capacity. Now we just got to go do it against somebody else who's doing something different than us, and we'll see how that transitions.
Getting to face a team in a different uniform for the first time, what are you kind of hoping to see from this team as a whole for 2 full halves?
I don't know. I go in kind of with a blank slate. Like I said, I'm curious as to what mistakes we're making. Are we making teams earn baskets, or are we giving them baskets? I want to see what our effort looks like. I want to see what our execution looks like. All of that becomes different when you see an opponent. You got to make adjustments a little quicker. I want to see how our problem solving is, and then I hope that there's just the natural growth of seeing people in the stands, going through, running up and down this court, all of those things that you just kind of get out of your system. So a lot of growth to be had tomorrow, and that's something that really excites me.
Thoughts on the preseason rankings? 17 and 8 people, 6 in the Katon. Do those things mean anything at this point?
No. I'll pay attention again at some point to all of that. I know we have a nice basketball team that we haven't seen our group in its entirety yet. That's been challenging, but the preseason is time for everybody else to talk and speculate, and I appreciate that. I think the respect that our program's getting. It's nice to have a good starting point, and yet I think we're still striving for something much higher than that, and those are our standards here at the University of Illinois.
Brandon Leaves come back right to the State Farm Center. What's it like going against former players, just through the history, whether it's Luke Goody, Brandon Leaves, Sky Clark? Like, what is that like as a coach?
Yeah, you know what? I love Brandon, and Brandon was an unbelievable teammate. He was here at a tough time because he had to guard Kofi every day. There's probably a lot of caved-in sternums from his time, but that young man showed up every day. He worked. He put in his time. Great teammate. Even though it didn't necessarily translate to great minutes on the court for him, loved having him a part of it. And I'm always grateful for our players. If they do leave, I'm grateful for them for the time they spent here, for what they brought to our program. And he was a part of a lot of winning and a lot of successes. And I hope I know he had a tough year last year with an injury, and I wish Brandon nothing but the best. It's a 40-minute game. I know what he can do. I think he's a really good player, and I'm excited for his return, and he'll be a great challenge for our guys. So it's nice to see. He's older now. He's about as old as dirt. So he'll bring a lot of experience to that group, and wish him nothing but great success. And for 40 minutes tomorrow, we'll try to make it hard on him.
Have you talked to Ryan about making this a regular occurrence? Seems like a natural fit.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunities for us out there to do things with other state schools too, and to make to be helpful in that way, to create some camaraderie in the state. I've got a lot of respect for Ryan and the job he did in helping build Ohio State at the time when he was there. He's obviously got a history here. And obviously it's very close, and Illinois is a historic program with great history and tradition, and yet it's something I think that we can benefit all the schools in the state and give them opportunities as well.
What can opportunity mean for some of the guys who might see an increased role in tomorrow's game with the injuries? Brandon, Jason, some of those guys.
Yeah, it's been an incredible opportunity just every day in practice for those guys to see. I think you look at Merck and you look at Katon, and two guys that without Andre have had different roles. You look at what they've done. You look at Jason's significantly more opportunity without Tommy. It's forced some guys into some different roles. In particular, Ben, Jake Davis. Blake has benefited a great deal as well. So you're going to see all those guys play, and it's about the opportunity to get out there and run up and down and help a team win in a productive way. And all those guys have had those moments and those roles, and those injuries have kind of forced the hand that way. So it's been good for him.